Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another raid video. We still have a little bit of time to get a Prism shard, right? I'm talking about the 35 Prism shards that you need to do. One summon equals basically like a sacred shard, and you can get it from the Spider Dungeon right now. I will be showing you two teams in this video. One completely free to play friendly, I would say, but it does have a little bit of heavy stats, and you use only one champion to solo Spider. And then I'll show you guys an end game team which you can farm hard mode on Spider, hard mode difficulty 10 with all epics, so you can get the 35 Prism shards from the completion of the tournament. We still have 19 hours left for the Spider tournament to get the 35 here. It is very much doable if you're looking to get that sacred shard, okay, to test your chances whether you can get that legendary or not. It's all up to you guys. And yeah, this will be the video. And before that though, a quick word from today's sponsor. And thank you so much to Warcraft Rumble for sponsoring today's video and the channel. Warcraft Rumble is a mobile action strategy game set within the Warcraft universe where you collect these minis behind all the Warcraft lore. If you know about it, then you know what I mean. And you use those minis to do skirmishes against other enemies, PvE fights, PvP fights. It's a ton of fun. Season 7 starts on July 10th, and we'll be introducing the Cenarion family, brand new minis, brand new leaders to use. It will introduce another big event for 3 weeks all the way to the end of July, and during that time you will be able to collect all these brand new minis as well as get multiple different rewards and explore a brand new area which will be unlocked as part of this new season that starts. And the new family, it's gonna have a whole theme behind the Cenarion family and the brand new units that will be introduced. It's gonna be a ton of fun. I have my own second dedicated channel where I post videos on Warcraft Rumble, dedicated videos 10 minutes and longer, all about strategies, news, and my experience pushing through Warcraft Rumble. It's a ton of fun. I have my own guild together with Scratch. You guys know him, and you should definitely check it out. I will have a download link in the description and comments of the video, as well as a link to my second channel for you guys to go there directly and follow me there to get all the videos and check them out. Thank you all so much for watching this part of the video. Thank you, Warcraft Rumble, for sponsoring the channel, and let's get back into the action. Thanks a lot to Warcraft Rumble for sponsoring the video. I do have a second channel, as I said. Check it out, guys. Let's get started with the showcase. I will show you first the Spider 20 team with the one and only Aoth. Okay, Aoth is available through the Doom Tower. Once you complete the Doom Tower multiple times, the secret rooms on the normal rotations, you're able to acquire Aoth. He's the second champion available, I believe, through the rotations. The first one is Darkhail, who is also amazing. I do believe that's Darkhail who's first, right? And then we have Aoth. Let me just tell you guys. Yeah, no, actually we get Helmut first, then Aoth, then much later is Darkhail. Yeah, okay. Quick correction on that one. But let's go and have a look at the team. I'll show you guys the stats needed for Spider 20. Why should you use Aoth? Well, if that is the choice that you want to have in terms of champions, you have him as a champion available to do the solo thing. You'll have 4 champions in there as champion training food as well. You can complete multiple things at once. Dungeon Diver, champion training, Spider, and also get the summon. It is all up to you. It is a pretty easy team, I guess, to build. I'll show you guys the build on Aoth. It's very basic. It uses a lifesteal set, but the stats required are a little bit heavy. That's why I removed the banner for him for the showcase, just to show you guys that the stats that I get from the affinity bonuses, especially the resistance, will help me, but that's equal to having a resistance banner, which is not that difficult to acquire if you've been playing the game for a while in order to get Aoth. Okay, overall stats: 53,000 health, 3,300 defense. If I actually look the Spider stats, about 200 speed, then almost 300 resistance. Okay, anything north of 250 works. You still get the the poison here and there. It all depends whether you want to run this or not. Why Spider 20? It is very much doable. It gives you more points for the energy. It's very low energy, 16 energy per run, so you can get that done very quickly, but you won't be getting the mythical accessories. That's why I mentioned I'll show you guys an end game team as well. I do not use I do not use the blessing here, so I don't get the benefit there. I would get a little bit of extra health from that one, but I'm not using it for the showcase. He is fully skilled up. It does not affect really his playstyle if you fully skill him up, since his HP burn does just get some damage here. If you have this skilled up, it doesn't reduce the cooldown or anything. This is the one that kills the boss basically. If you have it on longer cooldowns, he'll just be hitting this at a 5-turn cooldown. But it all depends. It's up to you if you want to skill him up or not. It's not a bad decision to have a good HP burn champion for this, and he's usable for the Cursed City later on. In terms of the lifesteal set, by the way, this is needed because you want to be having the War Master Mastery, which when this hits, plus the lifesteal set, it heals you up. Plus having this mastery, the life drink here, also helps a little bit. So you will need to have an investment in his masteries. And then this Spirit Haste here, basically when an ally dies, you get speed. You get 24 speed extra because of this. If you have a way to get those stats differently from gear, then you might not need this specific mastery, but you'll need War Master, so might as well get this one as well. I also have Arcane Celerity, which gives you some Terminator for debuffs cast on enemies. Lore of Steel helps a lot with the resistance set, but doesn't change all that much. And I also have Master Hexer for the extension of those HP burns on the boss, because he'll be eating the small spiraling. So let's go and have a look at the run. Obviously, you can run a resistance banner here. I just have it empty just so I mitigate the stats a little bit from having the Great Hole bonuses, all right? So let's go into the run. This can, of course, fail because War Master is a chance to proc. It's a chance to happen. So you can always have that in mind. If you have the worst luck in the world, you will not have War Master proccing. So it's not a 100% team, but that chance of happening is relatively low. I haven't really tested it over multiple runs. So that's the team really. You just have your allies die. You have priority skill on his A2, which is the HP burn skill, and you pretty much leave it on auto. You don't care too much about it. This run does take a little bit longer than usual. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes, but considering you are using food champions, considering it's a solo team, considering it's, you know, full auto, you get something back, but you also spend a lot of time farming. If you want a 3-minute team, this is it. But you will be getting that eventual Sacred Shard, the Prism Shards. As you see, you don't really do so much damage because the boss heals throughout the fight. The key thing here is landing those HP burns at the right time so that you can then come back and do your HP burn, okay, on the boss. If you have more than 190 speed, the way that it works is that you will be going twice at the very start of the run before the boss goes. So here we're dropping a little bit low, but you'll see we'll be able to get a turn before that and do like a big heal. Goes like that. We'll get hit now by the boss. Big AoE from when he eats the allies. Well, his allied spiderlings. Look at that. But the boss is at about 45% health. We're looking very healthy here with these stats. 3.3 thousand health, 53,000. No, 3.3 thousand defense, 53,000 health. So the stats are reasonable, I would say. Of course, the Great Hole, as I said, helps a ton. So have that in mind. If you have better stats, you can try that. See, the poison there is a little bit tricky. I should be able to get a turn here. Maybe heal. Maybe get another turn before the spiderlings kill me here. Hopefully. Let's see. Get hit. One more time. Am I going to die here? Oh my God. I was actually so close. So I'll just run this again. That was like probably like a bad War Master proc there or something. But let's go and see this in action again. And here it is. There's the run. 228 actually for this completion. I was just looking at the HP burns going and waiting to see whether we're gonna take it or this would go for like 3 minutes. But there's the run. It solos. It worked 2 times. Well, I tried it 3 times, worked 2 times, failed the one that you guys saw. It's a pretty easy team. I think I've made a video on this before. I can't remember when. But yeah, it works. Go try it out and do the dungeon. Let's go and have a look at the endgame team now. And this is obviously going to go on hard. You will need much higher stats, very specific champions. And since we're using epics, you have to use some specific champions for this one. So let's go and have a look at the team that I've made. This is the preset. We're going to be using a Kemptim for his Hex that he applies on the small spiderlings. The speed order also matters. So we're going to have Archmage Helmut, another Doom Tower specific champion, going first. He applies a ton of buffs, which will be later used by Seer. So turn order is a Kemptim, Helmut going first with the buffs. Then we have Venomage going in next with the heal reduction plus poisons. Then a Kemptim going through and applying Hex. He also has a provoke set, so it's specific here to help you with the small spiders. We don't really need it. What we want to be applying is the Hex, basically on enemies, and a Kemptim applies it really easy. You just need the 350 or so accuracy to apply it on hard mode 10. Venomage applies the heal reduction and poisons on enemies, just like that. And a Kemptim then will be spreading the debuffs on the small spiders in case things happen and the run goes for a little bit longer. But then the turn order for the attacks will be Seer going in with the clan banner. We don't want her doing the karma bear immediately. And then we'll have, actually, the way that I should do this is opener and then have the karma bear in case the refresh banner is proc. Then we'll have Royal Guard doing his A2 skill. So let's go into the fight and you'll see the run. We also get the extra speed from a Kemptim, so you can go with a little bit less speed if you want to. But that is that. A Kemptim, as I said, provoke. Everybody else is with the stats that I've shown. The Seer definitely does not need all these heavy stats, like a 6-star blessing. Does not need the Savage with 350, 340 crit damage. You don't need all those heavy stats, but they do help. And definitely, I would say you need the Savage set on her for this to work. The blessings do give you extra damage, and of course the crushing rend at 6-star is insane, but you don't need all that. You don't need all that in order to kill the small spiders, especially with the number of buffs that we'll have on our team, having Helmut in a shield set. So if we have a look at Helmut stats, it's basically a shield set plus speed in order to get that higher speed than Venomage. And for this run, let's go in there. We'll have a look at how everything ties in together. So Helmut goes first. Look at all the buffs now. Buffs. Small spider drops down. We apply heal reduction plus the poisons. There's the Hex. There's the first AoE, basically kills the small spiders. So now we get slept on our nuker. It's totally fine because it's Seer that we want to have go next. All right, let's apply defense down. There we go. We apply more poisons. Then we do the big burst. Usually this actually kills the boss, but we'll actually see in action now. The run goes a little bit longer here for some reason, but we should be able to still clear it. So Kemptim goes in there, applies the Hex. There we go. And then we kill the boss. And that is basically the run. This went for much longer than the first try that I did. So let's go and have a look again at what is going to happen now. So buff up. There we go with a heal reduction and poisons. Applied it. Good. Boom. There's the big AoE. Slept on our nuker. A Kemptim should go right after Helmut here. And ooh, we actually get some stuns here. Good. We did a spread of the Hex, and that actually gets the clear through. Pretty easy run. Actually, I should do this on, because I'm gonna complete the event now because we got the dungeon divers for the fragments. I'm gonna do it on super raids, and that should give me plus the mythical accessories plus everything else. So these are the two teams that I showcased, guys. Hard mode 10, Spider 20. Very much unlike, complete opposites, but they definitely do help in terms of getting that 35 prism shards that you need to do the one summon. And hopefully, I would say out of all of these, the Kaimar is very nice here. The Theodore is amazing. Obviously, Duchess. I mean, Patrick is also good. So we have at least 4 champions here that are amazing. Ankora, the majority of players have her. She's good. She's not as good without the Narcis, I would say. Kimi is also pretty nice. Very usable with her. Morrigan is great now for the Cursed City, and Clackade, I haven't seen much on him, so I would say he's okay. And then the epics, we do have some really solid epics here offered as well. I would say Ugo is amazing if you get it, if you're a beginner player and happen to get it. But that's it for the video for today, guys. Thank you all. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.